truly, my story starts with disruption. It's everything, innit? I do everything.
Ooh, I like that.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I literally do everything.
I think with you, the person that I see on camera, the person that I see off camera is the same thing. However,
TikTok is this new phenomenon, yeah, where it's like, you're not really like, now I'm being authentic. When I first started TikTok, I didn't know about being authentic, bro. I'm just seeing trends and I wanted views. So I'm following trends. Like, I would love the money they're offering. But I can't take it because there's kids that watch me and I know the struggles that I have with that. I don't want to pass that on to anyone else or get sins for it. Like my dad, he wasn't having it. He thought his son was moist.
okay,
Let's go.
Ish,
Yes, sir.
where do I need to start in your story to understand you?
Oh, so the questions are already shaped in
Yeah,
a way
yeah,
where it's
like
going to
First
get
time
deep.
I thought it was gonna be like, hello guys and welcome
Usually I do
back.
that, but this
Even
time-
I'm thrown off, bro. So
Yeah.
That is raw. You alright, cool.
legit.
That. Ask me one more time.
what was the question?
Where do I need to start in your story to understand you?
I think really and truly my story starts with disruption. So like when I say disruption, I mean like normal kid living his life, then bam, ACL surgery, like my knee goes in a football match when I was playing with school. And that's kind of where I felt like, like my life felt kind of different to others at kind of like that moment. And that was pretty early on, do you know what I mean? Because I was coming into school with crutches, literally for months. Like we've got a school friend there, he remembers all of this. So yeah, I'd say that's where you'd have to start.
How old were you?
How old was I? I don't know. 14?
Okay.
14 or 15.
Yeah.
And this is like, I just love playing football. That's all I do every single day.
Yeah.
Obsessed with football.
Mm-hmm.
My ACL goes in a match with school or some sort of match we were playing. And then, hospital, knee gone. I'm just walking on crutches for a long, long time. So that's where I feel like my journey starts.
Why? Like, why do you feel like that specific moment is where your journey starts from?
It's because you like asked me a question that made me think deeply. I was thinking like everything was pretty normal up until that point.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like I'm just living a normal life at school.
Like every other kid.
Yeah, like every other kid. And now all of a sudden I'm faced with like surgery. I'm faced with can't play football again. You know, can't play for the team that I used to play for. Like these, not a big deal when you think about it now, but as a kid at that point in time, I'm just like, what the hell? Do you know what I mean?
Would you say that's your first obstacle in life?
The first real hurdle, yes. Not like proper obstacle, because obviously like you had GCSEs, I made a meal out of that, and then like, do you know what I mean? But yeah, proper obstacle where it like affected me mentally, then yeah.
Interesting. Now, for me to understand you as a person, I think each and every single one of us here has their own story, right? And you're saying the first thing that comes into your head is the fact that you got injured at an early age. I want to go even before that. How were you as a child?
Damn. I don't know. I might have to call my mum right now and just ask her to describe it right now. Like, Mum, how was I as a child? I'm on a podcast.
How would you describe your childhood?
Okay, cool. I feel like I was very, very creative. I used to like replicating things. So like I'd see something, like let's just say this setting right now, and I'd take a picture and just draw it, and like and it looked quite cool. Like it wasn't shit. Can I swear on here?
That's
I can't.
Don't worry about it. That's fine. Don't worry
Nice.
about it.
Do your thing.
Yeah, lovely. We're gonna stuff a lot, guys. I don't condone this, but I have a bit of a potty mouth sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, but
Don't worry about it. It's all good.
yeah, I used to like creating things. I also was like very into technology. Like
Okay.
I remember like I was so fascinated by like phones and like gadgets. I couldn't afford any of it, obviously. And I remember like my dad trying his hardest to buy me a phone, the first iPhone, and he did it. And I was just obsessed with like gadgets, technology. Do you know what I mean? I used to fix a lot of things too. I used to like, if the internet wasn't working, it would be me that sorted that out, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what I remember.
Oh, you're the oldest?
I was literally
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Out of how many siblings?
Just one younger brother.
Okay.
Oh, okay. How's that then? Like, and what's the age gap between
1
you guys?
year.
So you're pretty close, I'm guessing.
Yeah, very close.
Okay.
Like Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate, literally.
Really?
It's Ish and Ibby.
Is it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow. That is insane.
You know what? I always wanted to know, because I don't know, like, there's different family structures in everybody in this room, probably, innit?
Yeah.
I know myself, I have 2 other siblings, but imagine having just one person
Yeah, that's mad.
throughout your whole life.
Yeah. But it's weird.
Well, you
though.
guys don't have that.
I've got a little brother and a little sister.
But how old is your little one?
My little brother's 2 years younger than me.
One.
And then
That's pretty close.
Yeah, so we've had that. Growing up, it was just me and him to a certain degree, but then my sister came and then everything changed. The whole dynamic changed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think the interesting dynamics is between a child when they're on their own and also a child when they have just one sibling.
So do you feel like you had to look after your little brother at any point in your life? Now I'm guessing maybe not. Or maybe in different ways.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm kind of like always doing that without intending to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just like if you're a big brother, that's kind of like your role without even trying to be it. Do you know what I mean? So you just do it without having to know. Like I can't think of a conscious time where you tell me, oh, when's the last time like you felt like you was protecting him? But I feel like I probably do it all the time without realizing.
You learned that?
Well, I feel like you just. So it's innate. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's either in you. If it's not in you, you're a shit big brother, or you're not taking care of your duties that you've been given. Like even if you have a younger sibling or even a mum, responsibilities to your parents and stuff, like they're responsibilities that you have to maintain.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you.
I mean,
wow. Yeah, sorry. No, I was gonna say like, so for me, I've got brothers and sisters that are like much older, but to have
the youngest.
I'm the youngest, yeah.
Oh, swear.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
But like, I can imagine if I had a brother, like 1 year gap. Is it actually 1 year, or is it even less than that?
I think it's 12 months. No,
Wow.
no. Wait, you guys do the maths. My brain is not working right now. I'm born in October and he's been in November.
Okay.
So
11 months.
11 months.
13 months.
Yeah.
13
months,
13. Yeah, that makes sense.
So do you see him as like a friend?
Nah, I see him. I guess our relationship is kind of like a friend, but he's definitely like
Your little brother.
Yeah, not little. I wouldn't say little. Like I don't really see him as a little brother, but like he's definitely like I won't ever hesitate to tell him something that I would hesitate to tell most people. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Do you guys compete
never.
in anything?
Oh yeah, like in terms of like in life, no, not at all. But we're naturally both extremely competitive. Like if we go golf together, we're like violating each other, taking a mick out of each other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like the way you would with your friend.
Yeah.
But it's like a bit more harsh with your brother. Like you're really giving it to them, or they're really giving it. You know what I mean? Because the levels of comfortability have like
Different.
completely different.
Yeah. How do you resolve like when you guys have?
We don't. It's weird, you know.
It just naturally comes back.
Yeah,
together?
this is it's so interesting. Yeah, because certain situations in life that have happened, and it's made me think about this. Yeah, but me and my brother, and other family members, but like me and my brother mainly, bro. Like if we have beef, which we do very often, we never like say sorry to each other. We just kind of get on with it. Next thing, we saying catch up, whatever we're working on, because we both kind of in the same field, innit? And then it's just squashes it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Is that the same with you and yours? Or the brothers?
Like
what about
Me, I think I don't live with my brother now.
Oh, okay.
So I live away. I live on my own now.
You live on your own?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that for the pod, didn't it?
No, I think everybody knows.
Everyone
knows. I'm married, so yeah.
Oh wait, I did know.
Yeah. So I live with my wife.
That's it's been a while now, isn't it?
Yeah, it has been a while.
Yeah. Congratulations after a year. Or
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Again.
But yes, I don't live with my brother. However, we still have a relationship where he'll come to me for advice, and I'll go to him with any ideas I have and X, Y, and Z. We don't argue.
Oh, you never argue.
Even growing up, we used to argue, but I think we got to a stage in our life where I think when I hit 18 and he was around 16, 17, that's when we stopped arguing full stop.
Oh, no. Me and my brother still do the same. Like, we're like 15.
Yeah.
Like, he's the only person I'm like that with. Do you know what I mean? And everyone that spends time with me and my brother, they'll find our energy very unique. Because it's like, we'll bicker like we're kids, but we're grown adults. Do you know what I mean? But we're still like on our shit. We're not like kids. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
I can't lie, this dynamic of just one younger brother that's so close to you in age has completely thrown off like our whole structure. Because normally we have this thing of, okay, if you're the eldest, you kind of have these like pressures to like look after all the younger ones. Or if you're the youngest, you're kind of overprotected. But it seems like you guys are kind of like twins.
Kind of, but it's interesting because, you know, when we were growing up here, I was like good in school, but I didn't care about it at all. I just knew that it was useless. Like, I knew from then it was completely useless. But my brother was so into football and he was doing good. And I used to like try to push him and have chats with him saying like, you're the one that's going to be winning the bread for this family and stuff. So it's like, I didn't really care about me not being able to do that. I just like identified strengths and focused on that. Cause like football was going very, very well for him. He was always at academies, etc. So it like I wasn't, that period of time when that was happening, I genuinely didn't know what I was going to do. I just wanted to make sure his situation was going well because it would inevitably help me and my family too. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think what you said about them basically being like twins.
Yeah.
It's literally, even in the career that they literally do the same thing as well.
It's similar, very similar. Very similar. But his is just, he's just football.
Yeah.
So sorry, go ahead.
You go ahead.
No, like I'm just trying to like paint this picture because, like when you were younger, you've mentioned that you played football and it was kind of like a theme within your family. And now kind of obviously you're doing the social media thing, but what's in between? Like what phases did you go through? Did you try out and think, this isn't it?
Yeah.
Which ones stand out?
Definitely. I can name all of them. I think everything. Actually, no. Actually, I think I could probably name everything.
Can I name them?
Yeah, you try.
Okay, from what I've seen online,
Go on.
from what my research was.
Okay, interesting.
By the way, in terms of
He goes in.
I'm the one that plans the episodes, and I'm the one that looks into the person, and I even go to the extent where I start asking people about you.
Yeah, I know. Someone contact.
So in terms of yourself, from what I know, you worked in an estate agent.
One of them, yeah.
You've also done construction.
Yeah.
You've also obviously social media.
Yeah.
What everyone knows you for. Now I'm lost. You've now obviously I've learned that you were in football.
Yeah.
Anything else that I'm missing?
Yeah, I mean, like the estate agency thing definitely started off like my working career because I was doing like commission only, and I feel like that is very significant to this podcast, or like to me, like I never started working in like a situation where I go to work and at the end of the month I make X amount.
So you've always been an entrepreneur?
No, I was working for someone,
Okay.
but it was commission only.
Okay.
So like on every deal that I do, I'd get paid X amount.
So it wasn't stable
at all, no stability at all. So I'd go up and down, left, right, center, like not have any money, constantly get rejected. All of that, like I dealt with at a young age. Like, you know, all the things that some people never have to deal with, or, you know, some people like really struggle to put themselves in that situation. I had to like, I got kind of thrown into that situation at a very young age, and that completely shaped like who I am, I'd say. Do you know what I mean? Like 100%. I was always like ambitious and stuff before, and that's why I took that risk of doing a commission only. But like dealing with that rejection and then like overcoming it and then succeeding in that environment, for me was like, that was the turning point of like, you know, in like there's a it's like an analogy, you know, like if your temperature is on like it's a low temperature and you go into a room of high temperature, your temperature rises too. So when I did those deals and I like had that small amount of success in that industry, my temperature rose to a point where it's like, okay, this is my level now. I can't let it dip under. So it's like I kind of was just building on that. Do you know what I mean? Like in terms of work ethic and ambition, etc.
I can't imagine doing that, you know. I can't imagine working.
It's crazy. Like it's very like, if you can do that and survive in that environment, you can do whatever you want, like 100%.
Doesn't that create a lot of anxiety?
100%, bro. I was crying on the way to work sometimes. Wallah, like genuinely, because I'm like going to all these viewings. People say, no, I'll let you know. No, I'll let you know. And I don't have no peace. I remember one time, like the guy that I was working for at the time, I'm like not making no money for like 2 months, and he gave me like, I think it was £120 just because I was spending my own money on the transport going North London, West London, South London.
Yeah.
So and he gave me that just for transport, and it was only because he felt sorry for me, innit? And I was just thinking, nah. I was just feeling bare sorry for myself, which you shouldn't do. But at that time, that's where I was at, because nothing was just going my way. So
How old were you?
18.
Were you in uni? Did you go uni?
Nah.
Okay.
Guys, if you're watching this, I don't recommend going uni, but I don't want to be the fault for your mums or dads getting onto me, so don't say to me. But
cool. So
To be fair, the room's quite balanced. There's 2 people that have gone to uni here.
who's the 2 people?
Me and him.
You've gone uni.
Swear.
Both
Yeah,
of
yeah.
us have gone to uni.
Okay, do you recommend it? Yes or no?
Honestly,
No, just
unless
one
you have.
word.
Let me hear what you say.
No,
Oh, okay, nice, like that.
I wouldn't.
One word from you. Like, there's not. We
But
can
to
go
be
into
fair,
the whys, because there's
Okay.
always ifs.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like, there's
yeah.
always pros and cons, but like, if you had to just pick one word right now, genuinely,
I would say no as well.
love it.
Yeah, I guess we can get to the
I think it is
intricacies.
quite tight though. Like in
Yeah,
terms
do you know what it is? It just really depends on the person. If you're someone that's really like regiment and like you don't really have, I don't want to say ambitions because that's not the right word to use,
it depends on the profession.
but like
Yeah, true.
if you're really good at following things
yeah.
and you're not very creative and you're not very like risk taking, then fair enough. Like it's better than not doing anything. But if you are someone that, you know, you like trying different things, as long as you're persistent in it, I feel like it will pay off. And I
It's
just,
an interesting one. I think that's
yeah,
I
it's a
feel
whole
like-
separate
I
discussion.
feel like this is a separate discussion, but
Yeah.
like my final point on that topic is like, if I feel like if I was to go to uni, I wouldn't go to do the job at the end of that degree, but it would simply only to be just
Social?
go in there to just observe and pick up the skills that people get at uni.
Yeah.
For example, like my brother, he's at uni, he lives out, and
Is that Loughborough, no?
yeah,
Yeah.
and he's like surpassed me in a lot of skills, like just like overall just taking care of himself. I still live at home, innit? I'm with my mum, so like alhamdulillah, but I still get pampered.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like you live with your mum,
that doesn't have to be for uni,
your
though.
mum's always gonna take care of you, huh?
That's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until you move out, you can't experience the moving
Yeah.
out, like the
Yeah.
uni moving out.
Yeah.
So I'd say that they're my pros, but the education side, there's no pros personally. Like,
This is not financial advice.
personally, like you can find it on YouTube. Do you know what I mean?
I was going to say, like, going back to the whole family dynamic,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever put your mum on TikTok.
I put her voice, but never
Her
her
voice.
face.
Okay, so that rings a bell. So I've heard her voice, and she seems very, like, fun.
Yeah, my mum is cool.
And so I was going to ask, like, on the back of that, like, you seem like a confident person. I feel like your mum, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe it comes from a different place, but how much of an impact do you feel like your mum has for that confidence?
None.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
not my mum, nah.
Okay.
So my confidence definitely comes from my dad,
Okay.
100%.
Yeah.
But my mum gives like me confidence. So like my confidence in the world of like doing things and like taking risks comes from my dad. But my mum gives me confidence in what I do because like she supports me. Do you know what I mean? So So like, yeah, do you get what I'm trying to
She
say?
alleviates the pain of the world, basically.
Yeah,
and lets you
like-
concentrate on what you.
Yeah,
think
like
is
so
important.
if I haven't, like if I've been not posting for a while, my mum will literally be like,
Oh,
why are you not
swear.
recording videos?
Crazy.
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But
She always that supportive.
from the beginning, yeah.
Is it?
She was at the beginning. She was very worried though, like extremely worried. My dad, he wasn't having it. He thought his son was moist.
Yeah, like what's going on? He's not going uni. He's
Yeah.
picking up a
Yeah.
camera doing
Yeah.
these videos.
Obviously, like I was helping him with the construction thing, and then like I kind of like stopped doing that. The more I started doing this, and he was just like, "What are you doing?" Like, he literally said one time like, "You could make your TikToks after kind of thing,"
Yeah.
in a way to try and violate in it, because.
Mm.
And I was like, "Nah, mate, this is gonna work." Like,
I like that.
Okay.
do you know what I mean?
It's really interesting because obviously it's kind of different eras. So TikTok is a very relatively new thing.
Yeah, but I started with YouTube though.
Yes, I was gonna ask
Like
was
you.
was how did social media come about? So we've taken you from like when you're younger, your school times, your construction, blah blah blah, and we're slowly like moving into the whole social media aspect.
Yeah.
But how did it start for you?
So
Why?
It's interesting because I was having this conversation with him
Yeah.
before, like just on the journey. Is a long drive. Thank you.
Very
Zach.
long. We need to move, honestly.
But on the way here, I was like to him, if I didn't start YouTube the way I started it, I 100 million% would have quit social media by now.
Yeah. You know what I wrote here?
What?
I'm gonna say exactly what I wrote here.
Go on.
Your digital footprint in terms of who you are online has been on a massive journey.
Crazy, yeah.
You've gone from literally when I first saw you, it was our Umrah vlog,
Yeah.
and that put you on the map.
That was the first thing out there.
And over the last 3 years, I've seen you go from one thing to another.
Yeah.
What's happened?
It's everything, innit? I do everything.
Ooh, I like that.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I literally do everything. Everything is just about me and my journey and where Allah decides to take me on this crazy journey. Do you know what I mean? So, that's all right.
You know, I wanted to know, right before the Umrah vlog,
Yeah.
what made you think about vlogging it?
So, like, before the Umrah vlog, I had started, like, multiple things. So, I started a business called Islamic Expression.
Oh, wow. What does that do?
So that I was trying to just sell artwork, not my own, buy artwork, sell it, Islamic artwork, just for a business idea, whatnot. And then obviously, you know how like everything needs like a USP. So my unique selling point in that business was I'd write like, I saw this note page in Canary Wharf, and it was just a random, really bright note, and it said something like that resonated with me on it, and it just said positive notes to strangers, innit? It's a page called Positive Notes to Strangers, and it just says like a really nice positive message and a bright note. They just stick it randomly on a road somewhere. Yeah. So I was like, I like that because I actually read a message and it made me feel a type of way. So that was the first business that I started where I wasn't like trying to make money. It was me like trying to change people's
Impact.
Okay.
perspective.
Oi.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was just writing notes down and sticking it in random places, and that was essentially Islamic expression. And that's when I noticed like the first person like taking a picture of it and then
Posting it online,
on Instagram, and like I remember like being so gassed, like on my day someone just saw my note. Do you know what I mean? And they said they made their day and stuff. So that was like for me where I started my journey for IshEverything, because it was like that was the first time I did something that wasn't for money. Like I never did that for money. I just wanted to help someone or like make someone smile. Or
What was the note? Do you remember?
I had loads, bro. I could pull up my phone and see if I could find stuff for you if you want to see.
So
Because
interesting.
I always see these notes like on the
Tweets
TFL
and
or not even tweets, but like actual like just notes scattered around London.
Something similar to that.
All good. And I get people like stopping and taking pictures, and I've never really stopped to read them. The only ones I stop to read is on the TFL in the mornings when they have like those motivational
the
messages.
boards.
So they'd be like that. So like,
Oh snap!
so they're just random, really bright messages.
Oh, so
That's really cool, man.
okay.
It's like
We're gonna
Banksy
put that
art.
on the screen.
Yeah, and I had posted loads, and I used to just go around and sticking them, like try to stick it as many places as I can,
And then people react to it.
and just send it in. And that was kind of like my first real crack at social media. Like I tried a few things before, it didn't work. Personal training.
Oh, personal training.
I did that. It did work, but not through social media.
Okay.
And yeah, like a few different things. I was trying to sell bikes at one point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So very entrepreneurial.
Yeah, like
everything that you've ever done.
for me, and yeah, like back when I was at school, I used to like change people's BlackBerry housing. So like I changed.
Yeah, with them brothers.
Yeah, I was that guy. So I'm Indian, bro. You know what I mean?
Sick, man.
So yeah, I was always just trying to do things that are a bit different. Like I just never wanted to be kind of the same as someone. Like that's bog standard, isn't it? So I just tried to do things that are different. So then leading up to the Umrah video, I went on this whole, like, I was going through a very difficult time, just mentally, and I was young, like, just didn't understand the world. I was just very, very depressed. And then I went through this whole religious journey, which led me to finding out Islam is the truth of this life. Because obviously, like, you're born into a Muslim, you just don't know. You're like, your parents are following. And then I went on an actual journey where, like, I really started to research different religions, and I was I was really curious about Allah and God and whatever his truth is. Do you know what I mean? Like in that state of sincerity where it was like, bro, if another religion, if I find that to be the truth, like I just want the truth right now. Kind of.
You feel like something was missing?
No, I was just really depressed because of some dumb shit.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, to put it quite clear, and that just led me to like just asking questions. And I went through those questions.
You feel like you found your purpose now?
Yeah, 100%, bro. Like, I mean, we all know our purpose, right? Like, that's why we're here. Do you know what I mean?
But it's different for every person.
But it shouldn't, though. Do you know what I mean?
I find that question very hard. Like,
There's
what?
a
I
purpose.
don't. Yeah, like outside of the religious answer that everyone gives, like, what's the?
There's a reason why you're on this earth.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why you've been put on here.
Yeah.
And not
outside of religious.
outside of religious things.
Yeah.
You're put on here for a reason, in the sense where you're here to help somebody's life through somewhere, somehow.
Okay, yeah.
Same thing with you.
Yeah.
It could be something, and this could be what you do currently in terms of I was actually going to ask this question in a different way, but people consider you as an influencer.
Oh, I don't like the word, but yeah.
That was my
Why do
question.
influencers say that?
They hate it.
I mean, I don't mind the word. My thing is, like, the reason I don't like it because it pinpoints me as an influencer, but like everyone's an influencer. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone, if one person is watching you can be an influencer to that one person.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't single me out just because you have followers. Do you know what I mean? Like, like there's influencers that are doing influencing terrible shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, and they're still called influencers.
It's weird. I wonder.
So like, I don't want to be in that same bracket as
Someone
Cardi
that's
B, bro.
influenced.
Like, or she's obviously gone clear, but like someone like her that's on the same amount as me.
Yeah.
Like, I try to genuinely like put out content that can either make someone smile, laugh, or genuinely deep something. Just something that's in my day, that's part of my journey. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I try to make a story around it. So,
have you always been proud of the content that you create?
no.
You look back
yes,
in it.
yes and no.
Okay.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So at the time where I'm posting it, yeah, like I'm happy with it. But then looking back, there's
100%.
things that
You change.
yeah, but 98%
Give me one thing.
of videos that I've posted, or 99% of videos, are still there. Like, there's a few videos that have been dragged on Twitter for being a bit cringe.
Okay.
I've had to.
What kind of, like, because I've seen like your videos on TikTok. I haven't actually seen much YouTube yet.
I used to watch on YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, I used to watch on YouTube still.
My guy.
Like, when I got into the YouTube scene, I didn't know about even Yarimi Dia, no one. Like, I knew about none of the YouTube. I just KSI and then when I met Yarimi and bloody Dia and the whole crew, then I was just like, oh right, like there's a whole YouTube community here that's like of smaller YouTubers, still big but smaller YouTubers than the people that I watch.
Yeah.
That's when I came across your videos.
I forgot what I was gonna say. No.
Sorry. They were good videos. I don't know why
I
you stopped
appreciate it,
posting.
man. You know what? After seeing this whole setup and you doing your vlog thing, as I'm speaking, I'm like, yo, I need to get back onto this, you know?
You do, bro.
I forgot what I was gonna say. It's actually gone out of my head.
Sorry. But
What
yeah,
was I saying?
you definitely do. Because like your videos were proper sick.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no, honestly.
Okay, I'm gonna try and think.
I just feel like I'm in the middle right now, so I'm gonna ask another question.
Let's switch seats, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, hopefully we'll come back. But yeah, what were you gonna say, Bender?
In terms of you as an influencer or somebody of influence, I wanted to understand where that came from. Because when I look at the person behind the screen now and the person that's on the camera,
Too different. No?
I don't think it's two different
Ooh.
people. I think
I'm
it's the
gonna come
same
back to
person.
Really, alhamdulillah. I'm doing a good job then, innit? Like, I try to be as authentic as possible. Obviously, with content, you have to sometimes, like, exaggerate things. It's part of your entertaining. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's part of, it comes part of the job. But I try to be authentic where I can as much as possible. So, like, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think with you, the person that I see on camera, the person that I see off camera is the same thing. However, within your space,
Yeah.
there's a variety of different things that people can fall into.
Yes.
Has there ever been anything from your side that you feel personally you aren't very proud of?
Like, in content-wise or life-wise?
Content-wise.
Yeah, of course.
Name me one thing.
There's loads. Like, for me, there's two big things on my head. There's the music and there's the covering the aura. I think.
Okay.
Did I say that correctly?
Yeah. As an Islamic, are you taking like an Islamic approach to it in terms
Something
of?
that inside.
Yeah, like for me, that's the only thing I think about. Like,
Don't you have music on your TikToks anymore?
I haven't for a long time, so
Yeah,
I just use my voice. Yeah,
But do you put it on for the algorithm, but put it at 0?
Nah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just post, bro.
Oh,
I
okay.
actually read a book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good book, by the way.
Amazing.
Very
Did I
good
tell you about that? when
We should
were
do
on
that
the
for that. What's it called?
show?
Book.
But can you imagine putting that up?
That book changed like my perspective of a lot of things. So yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna stop you because I remembered what I was gonna say.
go on.
So you know, like on TikTok, I've seen you, and it's been very like there's not a specific niche that I found that you're in. You just like one day you put a video up of you opening like an Amazon box. The next day you're doing something completely different.
Yeah,
Like, what was there like a specific niche at the beginning?
no.
It's always just been like random
So
stuff.
you know, it's funny because it's like when I first started, I remember like the friends I had at that time, like the people I had around me, they'd be like, "You need to find a niche."
Yeah.
Like you need to find a niche, stick to a niche, and that's how you're gonna grow. And I was like, but I don't want that though. Like I don't think I can offer my true self to anyone
A specific niche.
with just one thing. Like I feel like in my journey, I've picked up so many different skills and so many different, niches that it's like an injustice to myself.
Yeah.
So it's like that's why I like when I was picking a name, it was like Ish Vlogs or Ish Talks or the typical.
Yeah, the typical.
And I was like, but I do everything.
Yeah.
So like
You don't want to box yourself in.
I want to be the guy that can crack jokes with the man them, but I also want to be the guy that can be serious and when it comes to like stripping down, like he can express himself, etc. Like
Yeah, 100%.
everything. Yeah.
Do you know what I
So-
really like from you?
What?
When you do unboxing videos, I don't know why, but I can just sit there and watch. He'll do something from Amazon. He'll pick up something from Amazon, and I'll just watch it, and I'm just like, why am I so intrigued? I can't.
The $1 million
I can't click
question.
off.
The $1 million question is: are there affiliate links on there?
Nah, there's not.
What?
Yeah, but
It's so sick.
I return a lot of the products after though. There's your exclusive. A lot of them had to get a refund. Yeah, I mean.
That's joke.
Did you watch that from somebody else, or was it just a thing where you're just like, oh, I wanna react to this?
Everything that you've seen on my TikTok
Yeah.
has been done by someone else, and I've seen it, and I thought, oh, I could do this in my own way, like, and that's why people like I always say, just be yourself, because then you're not copying anyone.
Exactly.
Like no one can ever say I've copied them because I haven't. Like I'm just myself.
You're being yourself. Yeah.
in a format they've kind of like inspired me with. Do you know what I mean? So
I like that. Yeah, because a lot of people have this thing of, oh, you're copying this person, you're copying this person. But I did want to touch on that point. You said like the people you were around at the beginning would say, find a niche and find that. I found that when you're doing this kind of social media journey, everyone has something to say, and it's like, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, but you should really just kind of listen to yourself. And what you will find is when you do listen to yourself and you see things like popping off, people that if you had listened to people that were saying, oh, don't do these kind of videos, you wouldn't have had that much traction. So it really is like a journey of, and this is a cool thing about social media, you can literally do whatever you want and you are your own boss. No one can stop you. And so which leads me on to the next point. Yeah, I've looked at your numbers and hands down, like it's very impressive. For me, even at a smaller scale, I saw the impact that it had on my life. So I can only imagine the impact that it has on your life. So when I go like to travel, there's people there that will hit me up and be like, oh, let me come show you around. You went to LA. I love that place. I'm guessing you had people that would look after you.
I went there for a shoot.
Yeah.
So like the whole LA trip was taken care of. Like that was like for work.
Yeah.
But when I went New York, I went alone.
Yeah.
And I had a cousin there, but wasn't with him for a while. But I was alone, like.
Yeah. And
I actually didn't like it. That's the first solo trip I did in quite a while. So I used to travel alone. I used to travel alone quite a while ago, quite frequently. I haven't done it for a while, and I realized I'm not really a fan of it anymore.
Yeah, it gets boring, isn't it?
I like enjoying memories with people. Do you know what I mean? That like, you know, like, I mean, you know, and I'm sure you do with like the podcast, and like you see the comments and stuff. You kind of get numb to things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you just like, I get the craziest invites, and I'm like, get invites to events with like the biggest YouTubers and TikTokers and stuff, and you're just seeing them, and it's like kind of numb to it. So it's like when I go to a new country and I'm meant to be excited, it's just like if I wanted to, I could do this so often, but it's nice when other people are there just like, oh my days, this is amazing. Like when I get a lot of like represent clothes all the time. They send them to me all the time. Like,
is that represent?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a brand that I work with. They're the brand that I flew out to LA with. I end up giving so much clothes away to people just because it like, first of all, I don't need that many clothes. Second of all, like it's actually nice. Like I get things for free all the time. So it's like giving that experience to someone else is, I mean, because I'm bored of it.
What's the best free thing you've got that actually gassed you? Like, wow.
That's a nice question. I don't know, bro, there's been a lot, bro. The last 2 years, I swear I haven't paid for much. Best free thing I've got, bro, there's honestly like, there's a lot, man.
Is it? The first one that you're like, what the hell? Did this just happen?
Okay, this one was like early on, so like even before, like way before I even hit like 200K on TikTok. I got, you know, Virgin Active in Canary Wharf. Yeah. The gym membership for free.
That was unreal, by the way.
What, as in unlimited? Forever?
Yeah. No, now I can't go there because the girl that gave it to me stopped working there, but she was just a supporter.
Man.
Oh, wow. Yeah. She just watches my videos.
And unlimited.
By the way, that gym, that pool.
Oh, wait.
It's
Virgin
unbelievable.
Active. Oh, I've just processed that. I thought something.
No, but the Canary Wharf one's different. The Canary Wharf one has a view of the Thames.
Sick. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
it's really nice.
No,
and I had an office there at the time, so it was perfect because from the office I'd just walk to the Virgin, and it was nice. So that was like one of the free things early on that just gassed me. But obviously, like since then, bro, like I get like, so like the brand that I work with, I was buying their clothes way before they shouted me, and I remember like buying their clothes and like talk to my friend saying, "This is expensive, man. I'm not gonna lie." Like because I wanted to like grow I wanted to grow in socials, innit? So it's like I wanted to like invest into fashion because I needed to attract fashion brands. So that was my strategy. So I was like buying this stuff thinking it's mad expensive, and obviously when they hit me up, they sent me clothes. They're sending me like, bro, a lot of clothes. Like the value of the clothes is not cheap. Do you know what I mean? Like,
where do you think that comes from? Do you think it came because of TikTok or YouTube?
No, TikTok. Like all the brands that I'm working with right now, I made a lot of money whilst I was doing YouTube, but not through AdSense. It was through just me, just being an entrepreneur and like reaching out to people that Do you know what I mean? But with TikTok, it's definitely TikTok. Like the exposure is
It's crazy. It's
bro.
insane, man. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. I mean, you never know, bro. It could be gone tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean,
I think you're one of those people, genuinely, that has cracked the algorithm.
Nah, bro. There's a lot of people, and like it's even in my vlog. We're doing the BTS. Yeah. It's even in my vlog today. I posted a video. It didn't do well, and I tried something different. It did do well, and I told the camera like,
What's not do well for your standards?
it was in like 40K in like 2 hours.
Views.
Yeah.
Okay.
That like for my TikTok page, that's not like the
yeah.
normal. It will probably go up to like 100, but even 100, 200K is not like good. It's like below average for my account. Like I usually average
Couple 100,000.
no like 600,000 to 800,000.
Okay.
On TikTok, obviously, but it's I mean it's sick, but it's not special if it's on TikTok. Do you know what I
Did
mean?
you learn from anyone, or was it trial and error?
Bro, there's a lot of inspirations in it, like just seeing different TikTokers and following their journeys and the way they adapt, and just kind of like not caring about the results, so just constantly trying new things. Like if you don't try, you never know. Like that's what I started on. Do you know what I mean?
Do you post every day?
I try to, yeah.
Every single day.
Every single day.
I heard like you should post a couple times a day. Is that what?
I started with 5 times a day, bro.
Really? After
Every
every prayer?
prayer.
Yeah?
Literally, like I started off between like 3 and 5 a day. I have to make those videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's like 1 a day.
But now you can you've got to the stage where you can do the one a day.
Yeah.
Is that actually true? Like, do you think people have to post that many times to gain traction?
It's like success in any like venture is not
persistent
luck. It's just probability. So the more you post, you're just increasing your probabilities.
Oh wow, I actually really like that.
Yeah,
Because today, wow, that's a
resonated
clip.
Proper.
It's not luck, it's maximizing the
like
likelihood of
your
thing
chances.
happening.
It's just like it's like everyone that grows does the same thing as you. So like while we're here saying our videos are not good, bruv, just get on with it, post the next. And honestly, like that is like I've learned that over my journey. It's been 3 years of like posting nearly every day. Do you know what I mean? Like getting on camera every day. But that also comes from people around me, like Edward, for example. Like he's just like, bro, just post anything, just keep posting. Like there'll be times where I haven't posted on YouTube for a while, on TikTok, and he'll call me and he'll just like, because I'll be stuck for ideas. We get creators blocks. Like, like even sometimes, like, what should we discuss today? Like, it's just, every creator goes through the same thing, but he'll just be like, bro, it's different. Like, you don't understand. Like, you've built your platform different. People just want to see you. They don't care about what you post. Like,
it's just you.
It's just you. It's just me. And then that's when like I start thinking about the book, and I'm just like, F it, bro. I just need to post, and then it does well, alhamdulillah, most of the time. Yeah. Not every time, not today, but most of the time.
Do you ever delete and put it back up? Does that work?
Very occasionally.
But it doesn't work.
Sometimes I just, bro, honestly, like I don't care as much as I should.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes a bad thing, but I just feel like it's my defense mechanism. Do you know what I mean? Like if things don't work, it's calm, don't care, just brush it and move on to the next. Like,
yeah.
You're not very controversial online, which is good, I think.
I am, but I'm not.
Yeah, I think you used to be. I don't think you are anymore.
What was I used to be with?
I think that.
I'm trying to remember. There's been a couple instances.
Yeah, I think that from what I've seen, you know what? Anything that comes on Twitter, just know it was controversial.
Oh yeah. See,
What was on-
bro, the Twitter stuff actually hurts people.
What was on
if you're
Twitter?
following me on, if you've done any of wrote those mean tweets, guys, just
he
know
had
you.
a lot.
Allah has given
Once
me-
upon a time, he had a lot of hate.
Why?
Bro, you know what it is, when how can I explain it? TikTok is this new phenomenon, where it's like you're not really like, now I'm being authentic. When I first started TikTok, I didn't know about being authentic, bro. I'm just seeing trends and I wanted views. So I'm following trends, like following certain sounds or different things that were going on the internet that just get a lot of views. And I'm just like trying to adapt my creativity as each video goes on. And in that process, like I'm not going to get it perfect. So there's some videos which were cringe.
Like what?
And you know the one that I got rinsed for? I'll be honest, guys, we need to talk about this. The one that I got rinsed for, it was a POV. So it's like a little story time,
Okay.
And it was about a story of a guy that was having a hard time and how he found Allah. So like the intention behind that cringe video was still good, wallah. Like I actually wanted to help people, but these dickheads took it in the wrong way, and then literally just like people were like saying I want acid in my eyes and stuff like.
But what was it?
The
Like,
execution was just poor, bro.
how,
like,
was it actually, or were people overreacting? Because I haven't seen this. I don't know what it is.
No, the execution was poor. Like it
I
was.
really want to see this. I want to watch this.
I'm gonna have to show you after.
Yeah.
If you want, you could slap it on the screen. Ask them for their thoughts. You know what I mean? Like, why not, man? It's out there now anyway.
Was this recent?
Nah, this
Nah,
was
I
a
think
couple
it's a few
years
years
ago.
ago,
Bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
I remember it, yeah.
Wow,
but yeah,
no.
like every now and again, it still pops up on Twitter, and people like just hate saying I used to like him. I'm like, bro, this video was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Do you know what I mean? But it's the
I have a
internet.
feel. Actually, I can't speak without seeing it. But I'm just so like.
You weren't finding that deep though.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? For me, like life's not deep.
Yeah.
But maybe I will find
No,
it
I
deep. If
don't
I
thi-
find
no,
it deep,
no,
you
no.
messed up.
No, I don't think it's deep at all. But
Okay.
I can understand why
People will find it
because my
deep.
content now, like I can never do that video
Yeah, yeah,
now.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Ever, like no one could ever see me like pretending to
I
cry.
feel like you've become a lot more PC now.
Oh.
What do you mean PC? Now I wasn't like crying, but
Okay.
PC
Maybe
was-
I'm mixing.
You've become a lot more politically correct in the sense
I
where,
have to be, bro.
Yeah.
I work with big brands.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Oh man.
which is interesting because for somebody to be like that, usually they're managed.
yeah,
But for you, you're not managed.
I am and I'm not. So I'm not technically no, but I
Mm.
work with a lot of people around me that steer me in the right way. So like.
Do they know the industry?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Like they're very, very experienced in the industry. They know what they're doing, which is why I'm working with like the brands I'm working with because like we've built good relationships. Do you know what I mean? Like so.
I think I know there's an elephant in the room. I don't know if you know this,
What's the elephant?
but with Ish, his elevation now. He's spoken about represent obviously,
Yeah.
but for me, the one that made me go wow
Yeah.
was the Premier League.
Oh yeah, that was big.
Yeah.
How did that come
Alhamdulillah.
about?
I got a phone call saying from someone. Obviously, don't want to say names and stuff, but I got a phone call from someone like in my team that basically said, "Yo, Ish, I spoke to the Premier League. They want to speak to you," just like that. And I was like, "What the hell, bro?"
Am I getting signed?
And my thing is before that, I had like a few brand deals. Like I had quite a few. So it's like I had experience with working with brands, but
Yeah. You've worked with Cinemas before, I think.
I worked with them recently. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I worked with quite a few like big brands. Like I've worked with Philips, Lipton Iced Tea.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Iceland Airways. Like there's like quite a few, but I've always made videos from like the comfort of my own room, innit? So this guy told me it's like Premier League, it's a hosting job, like where you basically interview different footballers, etc. It gets posted. You're hosting the YouTube channel, and I never like thought twice about it. For me, it was like yes, but I didn't know what it entailed. Do you know what I mean? So it's like the guy that called me about it, we was talking about this recently, and he was breaking it down, saying like it's mad that from recording your room, never being in front of an audience, you just jumped at the opportunity. Like, because I was shook. Like, I remember going to my first shoot. Bruv, man is nervous. Like,
Yeah.
because I record alone in my bedroom, just like you. And even in this small environment, like, if there's a whole audience full of 40 people
It's
here, like,
different. Yeah.
conversation changes a bit, especially with your high profile
It's
person.
happened.
He comes with his agent. Like,
Yeah,
it just makes
Yeah,
you feel
yeah.
a bit small. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it took some time to get used to those environments because that's not me. But obviously, my brother helped. He lives in those environments now. Like, he's always with footballers doing on shoots and stuff. So he kind of like helped ease that transition. And now, alhamdulillah, it's calm. Like,
I'm gonna ask you something before I ask you a deep question.
go on.
What's the? So obviously, there's a lot of good that comes from this.
Yeah.
But what's been the worst thing that's come from this?
Ooh, that's a brilliant question. The worst thing is the worst thing that has ever come from this, in my opinion, is that every creator will go through this, whether it's a podcast owner or whatever type of creator it is, whatever industry, you go through ego, like this whole
We spoke about this.
this whole like thinking that you may be better than you are, or bigger than you are, or more important than you are, and not realizing at the end of the day we're all slaves of Allah. Do you know what I mean? And
What keeps you in check?
um,
Who keeps you in check?
Allah does. That and I genuinely do believe that.
What
Like,
do you mean by that?
I feel like Allah always finds ways of humbling me. Like, and alhamdulillah, I'd like to think, I mean, obviously our egos go out of control sometimes, but I'd like to think that I'm pretty grounded. Like, I don't think I'm important or more important than I am or anything. Like, I know my boundaries of respect and stuff, but like, I don't think I'm some big shot celebrity. Do you know what I mean? I find that quite cringe. I don't really like attention in public like that. Like, I'm not. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not. I don't mind that. I don't mind like supporters coming up to me and stuff. Like, I like having good interactions, but I'm not trying to be the center of attention if I step into a room. If anything, like, I'm the complete opposite. So,
Would you call yourself an introvert
Yeah.
or an extrovert? Introvert.
yeah, I'm definitely like originally introverted, and then
Originally.
it sounds like it's where I'm from, bro. Yeah, like I feel like that's how I'm always
That's your baseline
Yeah.
thing, innit?
Yeah, and
This is authentic self.
I just like observing. Like, I like observing a lot. So like when I go to events, or I just like sitting back and just like observing people's behaviors. And
But you're quite tall. You're easy to spot.
yeah, I like to I like to think I'm tall. You know what I mean? How tall are you? How tall are you? You're quite tall too. You're taller than me.
Bro, I'm the shortest here.
I'm 6'2", guys.
I'm 6'1", guys. I'm joking. I think I'm 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah, but the ego, man, that's the hard thing. And I went through like a whole stage of actually like really learning to like manage my ego, etc. And now it's like it really just comes back to Dean, man. Like, you can't have that and be like fulfilling the obligations as a Muslim. Like, you can't have
With
that
an ego.
Do you know what I mean? Like, everything that I do and everything that I get is from Allah. Everything, wallah, everything. And when I don't worship him the way he deserves to be worshipped, he humbles me every single time.
Yeah.
I notice it in my life where there's drop-offs, there's momentum switches, there's things that don't go well. Even if if I'm not productive, like if I'm just sitting unproductive, that's like Allah's taken the blessing of productivity away from you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's humbling, like where you feel like the world is getting ahead of you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I feel like that is the difficult thing about.
Yeah. So I think that was the first question, and the other question, we've kind of spoken about this in the podcast like time ago, but it's to do with gratefulness.
Yeah.
Like, do you think about that often, and how do you exercise gratefulness?
Bro, like, I'd like to say I think about it like every single day. Like, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I find it, and this is me genuinely being honest. Like, I don't think I'm special in it.
Yeah.
So for me to be like given the privileges that I've been given, obviously I've worked for it. Of course, I'm not denying that. But there's people that work harder than me. Do you know what I mean? So it's like for me to be blessed with it.
Yeah.
It's like I don't think I'm special enough to receive those blessings. So it's just I'm just grateful. Do you know what I mean? Like, I work hard, but the result is up to Allah. So
Powerful.
do you know what I mean? Like someone else could be working so much harder than me, but if Allah's not on their side, they ain't getting a result. So that's why I feel like my journey is divine. Like, things might not go well, I might fall off, but it started from Umrah. So there's always gonna be I'm always gonna find a way to make it work to benefit people. Do you know what I mean? Like the platform that I have.
Yeah.
But he's real. I'll be real. You know what? Yeah.
I'll be real.
Whatever anybody thinks of you, and I'm not just saying this because you're in front of me. Whatever anybody thinks of you, you've shown who you truly are, innit?
Alhamdulillah, man. But that's what it is, bro. Like, I swear to God, man, we're all gonna die one day, correct? So it's like, what is my God knows how many followers are gonna do for me? Absolutely nothing, unless
Impact. in a positive way.
I say this to a lot of people that speak to me. Like a lot of people, like a lot of businesses I work with, just people I meet and stuff. Social media, this platform that I have, and you lot, by the way, it can either take you to heaven or hell, Jannah or Jahannam. Like if you use it in a way that it can take you there, do you know what I mean? If I misuse what I have, it could take me there. But I can also use it as a way to help me get into the Jannah we want to get into. Now, when I went to Umrah recently, I went in December with my parents. I had like 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds coming up to me saying they watch my videos and stuff. Loads, wallah, like I'm not capping, like loads. And I was thinking, yo, these men are young, like, and they're looking up to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't, you men know I've recently started vaping. I quit, but then I started again. I can't now, like, go and now promote that. Like, I had a vape brand recently reach out to me. I've told you about one before, recently another one. And I just can't. I would love the money they're offering. But I can't take it because there's kids that watch me and I know the struggles that I have with that. I don't want to pass that on to anyone else or get sins for it. Like
it's bigger than money, isn't it?
You know what? Yeah. And you're awfully authentic. Like it's crazy how authentic you are. I've got to respect it highly, man.
The thing is, bro, like I want to use this. I want to be commercial. I want to be in the Premier League and the biggest spots with the most important people. But I also want every single person to know that this is from Umrah, from Allah's house, and Allah is just guiding me on His journey, and it's just because of my faith in Him. Because I genuinely don't think, like, I work hard, innit? But for me to like achieve what I've achieved, I feel like it's more of a blessing than hard work. I work stupidly hard, but like I would go as far as to say that I worked a lot to every day posting. But there's people that do 5 times the amount that I do. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, as much as I want to credit myself for my hard work, I can't really it's just the blessing of Allah. Do you know what I mean?
Break it down for me, because you know what? People only see what's on the screen.
Yeah.
People only see the 10 seconds or the minute or the minute and a half. Yeah. Day to day, you're saying you work very hard.
Yeah.
I want to understand.
So
what
now,
is your day to day like?
So now it's very different to what it used to be. But back in the day, like I was helping my dad, and I had a job on the side to like help fund my life. Like I was doing the COVID times when
the deliveries.
No, the NHS.
Oh, test and trace.
Yeah, test and trace. Yeah, I was doing all of that and posting at the same time. So there's been times where like I'm trying to work on this and like maintain my responsibilities of a job and family responsibilities and just keep posting on. Remember, it's not just TikTok.
That doesn't make sense though. So you're saying you were doing that whilst you were posting content and also working a second job. Why?
Because back then content wasn't paying me, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, like content. I definitely.
And now it is.
Yeah. Like I only started to like get like really truly like get paid from this about a year and a half ago. Like
okay.
Like yeah.
Enough to sustain yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Alhamdulillah.
So what does your day look like now?
So like right now, that's like obviously I've just recently like hired my friend. So our days are like we're kind of like planning it. Right now it's a bit techie because I'm staying at my grandma's house. So I haven't been home, like stayed in my house for like 2 months now. So my routine's a bit all over the gaff. So I'm just trying to like organize it. But this morning we had a good day. Like this is how I want my days to look like, how we had today. So we woke up, I woke up for Fajr, stayed awake. He came outside to pick me up at 6 a.m., went to the gym. We were recording everything. I made a TikTok in the gym. So I just felt like 2 big things that I needed to do got done literally in like the first 2 hours of my day, whilst I was in the gym training.
Yeah.
Came back, he went home. I came home. I had loads of emails to do. Do you know what I mean? Like just
do you do that yourself?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I like being in control of like my income.
Okay.
So like I have a team that I speak to regarding decisions, etc. Everything, like every decision I make goes through like a circle of people. Yeah, you just imagine like a group chat. Yeah, of people that I trust, and then they say right. Like for example, just I want to say like 3-4 days ago, I got a message about the Sun wanting to work with me for again like a lucrative amount of money, and I had to reject it because I'm a Liverpool fan. Like the Sun, I don't know if you know this.
I didn't know this.
You don't know about this?
No. Sun?
The Sun.
The newspaper?
Yeah, like Hillsborough. I don't know about the Hillsborough Trend.
No.
Oh, well, firstly, it's News of the World, isn't it? So it's owned by Rupert Murdoch, and some of the stuff that they print is ridiculous. Hillsborough Trend. I talk about this.
Wait, so was it like just against your morals?
Yeah, but like because again like Liverpool have a thing with the Sun. No Liverpool fan.
Wow,
Liverpool
you're that much of a hardcore fan.
No, but it's not even about that. It's about my reputation. Like if I was to take the money and post it, everyone would be onto me.
What did they want? If you don't mind me asking.
They wanted some Instagram reels and like story posts and stuff. I don't know what the brief was because I rejected it, but that's what they wanted. But again, like it goes through like a decision of people. Like so, I feel I'm in safe hands.
So you like to be like so when the email comes to go through you, and then for you to kind of filter it out to
So it goes to me and then a few other people. So we all see that initial email. Do you know what I mean? Like there's multiple people that see like an incoming email.
It's his own organization.
Yeah.
It's got his.
So if I emailed that thing, would it come up, or is there like an influx of loads of emails at the moment?
No. So if you emailed one email, it would 3 people would be able to see it on different devices.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
We need the management team out. We need them buttons, man.
It's interesting. It's very interesting. Like that entire like industry is. Because like again, like as much as I create content, I'm on front of the camera. I'm equally hands-on away
Behind
from the
scenes,
camera. Yeah. So I like to really get involved and learn about that whole industry, and it's very interesting. Like
no, I remember I had that Zoom call conversation with you. I think a couple months ago. Me and him. I sat literally, I looked at what he was doing recently, and I was like, this guy is where we want to be. And I like learning from people who are great. And in your case, I was looking at what you were doing, and I was like, you know what? How can we get to that level?
Yeah. And
some of the stuff that you told me, I was just like, wow, we used it and it worked.
Oh, really? Alhamdulillah.
And with regards to that now, in terms of the one thing that I want to understand is why do you personally think that brands choose you over other creators?
I think a lot of people like me. I think that's a very important thing because like I try to just be as authentic as possible. So I think that's one. I think my videos doing well helps. And I think I use a lot of brands in my videos. So I think that's the third one is probably the most important one. So like my content, it wasn't like Inculist is a skincare brand. I don't know if you guys know about it, but they didn't just hit me up randomly. I made skincare content intentionally, hoping that they would reach out to me.
So there was a plan.
Yeah.
It wasn't just...
With everything. I made fashion content to get fashion brand deals, to create an avenue for fashion monetization.
Yeah.
I did the same thing with gym. I did the same thing with unboxing Amazon products.
Yeah.
So every field, like every or
that
niche
you touch into,
that I kind of, or like I have series on my TikTok, like different series.
Yeah.
They're all like targeted at like a different strategy. And it's all trial and error. Like it doesn't work straight away, but I keep on trial and error, like intentionally. Do you know what I mean? So
very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I think I remember the first time I came across your videos, and it wasn't on TikTok. It was on Twitter, and it wasn't
oh really?
Whatever you guys were discussing before, or maybe it was on TikTok, but
Thobe video maybe.
So it was what was that?
Thobe video.
No.
Okay.
So, unless I'm mistaken with someone else, but was there like a very bad accident you were involved with?
Yes, in America.
Okay.
And
tell me about that.
Nearly died. Yeah. Well, I mean,
because I feel like that must have been a big point in your life.
It was a big point, but it wasn't like it wasn't.
Was it as big as the ACL?
No.
Okay. Really?
Nah, it wasn't. The ACL for me, it's like I feel like what I consider big points, it comes from like what I consider my passions. Like with football being my passion, and that's like now like to the side because of that injury. That's like shit. What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
With the car accident, it was just scary. Like it was just I'm in another country. I'm not with family or anything.
How old were you?
That one I was 16.
You were 16 without family.
No, I had family in America, but
Yeah.
I went
was on his
alone.
own.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So obviously my cousin was just driving, got into an accident, like
Yeah.
head-on collision with like a bigger car.
Oh my.
Yeah, and his like leg snapped in half in the accident. Yeah, and I just knocked out because obviously like the impact from the airbag just knocked me out, and like the car was totaled. Yeah, it was a pretty scary experience. But alhamdulillah, we're still here.
So yeah, I think the reason why I brought that up was because obviously that is a big point in your life.
Yeah,
Another big point or themes that I've seen from you
skin.
is, so obviously skincare, we'll come to that, but also like gym.
Yeah,
Like you were very petite
I was. Yeah,
growing up.
Yeah.
That's a viral. That's actually a viral.
You was bare skinny too.
I
yeah.
was,
I still am, bro.
Someone sent me,
You don't look skinny no more though.
I've put
Bro,
on
I
Your
think
wife is feeding him, innit? That's what it
Yeah.
is.
bare
like
pounds.
for me as well, like weight was something that I genuinely struggled with, and it was weird because there were some stages in life where I was like chubby, and then I was like really skinny, bro.
Yeah.
Like I got pictures now. I look at my arms and I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So I guess we kind of can put that together. But body, like your body, and from a weight perspective, but also from a skin perspective, how did you get like ever bullied or?
Yeah, but so the skin one was mad. The skin one I struggled with like for quite a while. I'm not gonna lie. Like even now, my skin's not perfect, but I just don't care no more. Like I'm fully over it. Like it's been so shit that I don't care about the small imperfections now.
Yeah.
But that one I struggled with a lot. I'd say like the weight I struggled with too. By the way, yeah, I was very skinny.
Was your brother like
He's still skinny, but like he's like
consistent?
fat skinny.
Skinny fat, yeah.
Yeah, skinny fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's got that fat, but he's got real no muscles kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he runs a lot because of football, so he's alright. But
Yeah.
with me, I was just bones. Like,
And did you make like a conscious decision?
so
Because that in itself is a journey, isn't it?
100, the most important journey any human will ever take in
Yeah.
their life.
Body.
Apart from the spiritual journey that
Mhm.
is obviously more important, the body journey of
It's
like
tough.
your health.
Yeah.
Once you go on that journey, like, and you enter, like, that's when you really enter self-development mode. I am here to change my life. Like, that's a person that really wants to change their life will go to the gym. It's just as simple as that. So, like, with me, when I was very skinny, I had my ACL surgery. Now I needed to do rehab. Doctors told me to do rehab. Like, they told me go to a gym, do some stuff with my legs and stuff. And I just kind of like picked up different weights and started like looking at other people that are bigger, thinking, "Raw, like what the hell?" kind of thing. Like, I can do that.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? And I used to like always watch transformation videos on YouTube, like seeing people go from skinny to like bigger or where I wanted to be. And I used to just be like so inspired by that. And with me, it's like, if someone can do it, then I can too. Like, they are human. They have the same amount of fingers as me. A lot of them. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, we're just the same. Like, the only difference is the excuses you tell yourself. Do you know what I mean? So that's when, like, cool, I'm starting gym. Trial and error, everything is just like every day you're improving something. You're learning something from someone in the gym. You're watching a YouTube video. You pick up something else, and all of a sudden, like, you're counting your calories, and then, you know, like really taking it seriously, where you're going on this journey, and you say it's an addiction, bro. Like, you're just like, I need to be on this track. And that was when I was working a full-time job too. So I'd finish work, go to the gym, or even some days like wake up in the morning, go to the gym before works.
Resilient.
Yeah, like it's like when I know something's working for me, I'm attached to it. Like,
what was fueling you? Was it
Yeah.
insecurity, or was it the need for self-development?
Or progress.
So all three, like, or two, like, insecurity is 100%. Grew up super insecure. Like, you know, like, I was always around the football a lot. Yeah, I was good at football. I actually know I was good at football. Yeah, but I was never confident.
Oh, I saw a video on you. I was like, raw.
Yeah, I mean, what video was that?
I don't know. I think it was like a power league thing.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Oh, yeah, maybe. Was I young?
No, it was, I think, more recent.
I don't know.
Maybe it was someone else. I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, like, for me, I was never ever confident growing up. I feel like I really wanted to be, but around new people and new environments, I always came back. And I feel like I'm still the same now, but I can like retreat to myself kind of thing. And the gym kind of just like took all of that. It's like, you're that guy. Like you have to be big, you have to be strong, you have to feel like you're the man that you want to become. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
And that's important. And it's not just for men, by the way, guys, if you're watching. It's for women too. Like, definitely, it's just a fitness thing. It releases drugs in your brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes you feel powerful.
Make you feel good, make you feel happy. When you're in that state, your creativity is just skyrocketing. You're like, oh, my days, I can do that.
Yeah.
Because you've taken action to do something. You're in that flow of like action. Do you know what I mean?
I want to put a scenario in your head now.
Go on.
All social media platforms close tomorrow.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Like, what would I actually do?
Yeah.
I'm very, very blessed to be surrounded by like a lot of good people in it.
Yeah.
So I'd like use the resources I have to get into property. I mean, that's the goal regardless.
Okay.
But
by property, what do you mean?
Like
this is the conversation that he's gonna love now.
Oh yeah, like just buying, redoing, selling on, renting out. Like I've been in that game. My like I have a lot of family in that game, innit? So it's like a matter of time before I get into it. Record the journey. Just think it'll be interesting, inshallah. Because I'm new to this to an extent, so it's like it'll be interesting for people to see my perspective of how I navigate. Because I could mess up, go completely wrong, but as long as it's on camera, don't matter.
Yeah.
Because it's content. Do you know what I mean?
Documented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's gonna go right one day, innit?
Yeah.
If you keep showing up,
Yeah.
increase the probability.
Literally.
You must get a lot of attention from the opposite gender.
Not a lot anymore, you know.
Is it?
Alhamdulillah, yeah. I fixed that one still.
What do you mean you fixed that one?
It wasn't like that. So you
Yeah, I understand what he's saying.
Thing, innit?
No, I understand what he's saying.
You know when you first Zoom called me?
Yeah.
So confused.
Sorry, you know when you first Zoom called me and we had that chat? Were you making notes then?
Everything.
Swear. Yeah. So like you basically like broken down our initial chat to ask certain questions to like trigger points of that conversation.
Yeah.
I respect that, man. Done a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, going back to that.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
You must get a lot of attention from the opposite gender.
When I first started TikTok, just first strapping. I'll be real. That's it. It's just I got fresh trims. I'm not even joking. Guys actually think I'm joking. Like this is what I used to do. Go get a fresh trim, like a bad bee. Grab the ring light, find a nice tune and lip sync the tune. Or everyone was doing it back in the day. Like that's not even the cringe content that got violated, by the way. But that was my thing, and because of that, obviously that's the energy I'm putting out there.
Yeah.
Only girls were following me, and at the time, I thought I was the guy. Like I was like, yo, bad things are following me. Bad, like my face must be bad nice. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then I started to grow older a bit. It's like a year's gone now of this novelty just wears off. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then I'm just thinking, hey, this is great. Like, I'm walking, girls know me, girls want to take pictures with me, but
there's no money.
I'm broke.
Yeah.
What's the point? And then like that's kind of was like when I really started to grow up and realize like what's the point? There's no point about any of this if I can't, if I have to like double guess if I could buy a chocolate or a drink from the shops. Do you know what I mean? Like there's just no point. And then I started to like reach out to brands, and it was all of them rejected me. But then one brand, Depop, told me, "There's no way we'll work with you because you only have a majority girl audience, like 80% girls at the time, or 90% girls." So I was like, all right, cool. And it flicked a little light bulb in my head. And I was like, I need to start changing this now. So then I started to create different series that it was just for guys. And then literally, like, wallah, like in the space of like a month, it went from 90% girls, gained literally like 150,000 in the space of a week or two.
Mostly men.
When I decided, and all guys, no girls.
What
like,
kind of content was it?
I was doing tips for guys, like bare minimum tips for guys.
Oh, yes.
And I did it was blowing up on TikTok. Like every video was like 5 to
remember.
10 mil. Like,
Yeah.
it was ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. Like,
That's
every video is just hitting stupid numbers.
Yeah.
And it got me the male audience that I wanted. And it was an audience that I liked. Like, they were like looking for someone to like take from, like, knowledge or something. But then I realized, like, I want to show them more of me. That's when I started doing the talking videos. And then it's like those people that are interested, that follow you, then become like real supporters, because then they know who you are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Let's talk future. What does the future look like for you?
Future me of this guy, bro. Yeah, you know the vibes. You might have to
Ish.
pan the camera to him at the end. Inshallah, man. Who knows? Honestly, like I have long-term goals.
Yeah.
And I have short-term goals, but the bit in between is so muddled up. So like the long-term goal is I want to make a ridiculous amount of money from social media, inshallah, and all kinds of other business ventures, all whilst documenting like the struggle of this dunya trying to stay on deen. To then, when I get those goals, I can then just say to everyone, like, it's just Allah. Like, it's not even me. Like, you've seen the whole journey. It be Allah. You saw where it started. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's what I look back on. Like, and if I write a book, whatever I do, God knows what I'm going to do. Like, if I write a book or do something incredible, work with another, like a Netflix movie, who knows? I can always say, like, it started in front of the gap. Do you know what I mean? Like, like no one could like.
That's a sick story.
I mean, like, no one could take
Yeah.
that away from me.
Yeah.
Like, that's where it started, innit? So
Yeah.
it's important for me because it's like I was telling him, like, I would have quit if it wasn't for that first video, because this world is fun and it's nice to be a part of, but
Yeah, I found the title for the video. From the Kaaba to the Premier League.
it's crazy. it's if I didn't have that first video and like that why,
Yeah.
like, I would have quit by now.
Yeah, I think like just to translate it in non-Islamic terms, there's a book called The Unfair Advantage. I don't know if you guys have heard about that.
I have heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's essentially like everyone has this thing that puts them at an advantage or a pedestal that other people don't have.
Yeah.
And it literally goes back to like the fact that you're born here and you have the ability to buy a camera, and that you have an arm that works to do all of this stuff. You had no say in that. So it's true. Like every success you do get, yes, you have to tie your camel and do your stuff, but genuinely you have to remember there is a bigger power that's guiding it.
Every single thing, bro.
Yeah.
That is if, you know, like you're hungry and then he just walked in with food, hypothetically. That food was written to enter your stomach. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
it's all the qadr of Allah, like at the end of the day. And I truly believe that. And that honestly is what gets me through times where things are not like going too well. And my going too well now is different to when it was before, because now financially I'm not like stressed nowhere near as much as I was before. So it's like that's eased off. But now I have other pressures of like being a good influence and like a responsibility to people. Like I always want to make sure I'm dropping something that could help people. So like I could make a video that I know could be viral. That's just dumb entertainment. But then I'll feel the need to do something that's positive or share a story post that is beneficial or something, because it's just me. Like I'm not just a joke, man. Like I want to help people. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Have you got any regrets?
sorry?
Have you got any regrets?
No,
Nothing.
nothing. I don't believe in regrets.
Okay, quick fire.
Yeah.
What are you overthinking?
Sorry?
What are you overthinking?
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, this is hard, but this is not a quick fire question, bro. What am I overthinking? If hiring Edward was a good decision. I'm joking. What am I overthinking is a good
It doesn't have
question.
to be like a deep.
What I'm eating after this.
Okay.
That's what I'm
We'll sort you out, don't worry, man.
Fair enough.
Lastly, are you lying to yourself about anything?
I'm lying to other people about things, and I feel like I'm brutally honest to myself.
What do you mean?
So like there's things about myself that I won't tell other people that I'm struggling with, but I'm extremely honest with myself. Sometimes a bit like too honest. Like I don't give myself slack sometimes. Like some behaviors that I'm not happy about doing, whatever it is, hypothetically. Other people are like easy, like it's just normal. But for me, it's like I try to like treat myself like a bit of a machine. So it's like I don't lie to myself, but I keep my truths from other people. Some of my truths.
I like that.
Powerful.
Yeah.
That part, man.
Do you know what I mean?
We do a last thing
Buzz.
here on Perspective, and every single guest that's come here has done the same thing. What I want you to do is to look at the camera right there.
Which one?
That one. That's your one. And I want you to ask a question to the audience. Any question.
Is this we're ending?
This is one of the things that we end with.
Oh, this is nice. Let me think.
Yeah.
That's all Eamon says, you know.
I'm trying to think. I wanna ask something good. Okay, cool. If you could try anything in the world without having the fear of accomplishing it or failing it, what would it be?
Ooh. And for everybody listening and watching right now, I want to see it down there. The last thing that we do is we've got a game here on Perspective.
Lovely.
And the last two guests that we had, one of them was Brunel Johnson and another one was Nasa Oyurimi. Brunel, this is like a little benchmark. I want you to get the thing out. Brunel's on 14 correct answers. Nasa's on 4 correct answers.
I'm probably gonna. I'd like to be in between Nasser and Bruno.
And Brunel, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'd like because I'm not.
Do we have a timer for
So
this?
what we do have is I actually can't remember where it was. It was 2 minutes, 20 2. So it's 2 minutes, 20 questions, and Eamon's got the timer. In 3, in 2, in 1. What is the capital of Norway? If you don't know, just go pass.
Hey, oh man, help me. Pass.
What is the biggest animal in the world?
Blue whale.
Correct. Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Leonardo da Vinci.
Correct. Which planet is the closest to the sun?
It doesn't count as a planet anymore. Pluto. No, it doesn't
Incorrect.
count. Okay, cool.
How many bones does a shark have?
476.
None. Incorrect. What year was the first iPhone released?
Ooh. 2011?
Incorrect. 2007. Zagreb is the capital city of which country?
Zagreb. Serbia.
Incorrect.
What was it?
Croatia. How many bones are found in the human ear?
How many what?
Bones are found in the human ear.
None. Oh, no, wait, hold on. 5.
Incorrect. 3. What is the tallest building in the world?
Burj Khalifa.
Correct. What does Hakuna Matata mean?
Pass.
It means no worries. What is the capital city of Brazil?
Brasilia.
Well done. Which one of these is a fish? A whale, a shark, or a dolphin?
Shark.
Well done. How many people have walked on the moon?
None.
12. What is a group of spiders called?
Spidey Whitey. I don't know, bro.
Correct. How many siblings does Yahya have?
It's a great question. No, 3, 2.
Incorrect. 6. In Cockney rhyming, what is a dog and a bone?
I don't know.
Phone. How many kilometers are there in a mile?
100.
1.6. What is the most sold? Done.
Last one. You have to finish the last one.
How many subscribers do we currently have on Perspective?
Ooh. I don't know. Let me guess. If I'm close to nearest 100, I get it. Oh, is it over 1,000?
Yeah.
1,900 and...
Nah, it's 1,476. And it's brilliant because it's a great way for us to look at you guys and say,
subscribe.
please subscribe.
Oh my.
4 correct answers.
So you match with
Nasser.
Nasser.
Yeah.
Love you. I don't mind. He's a goat, bro. I'll take that. I don't know. Who's that one?
Brunel Johnson.
He smashed it.
Yeah, he was unreal, man.
Yeah, that's knowledge.
Yeah,
Serious
he's
knowledge.
sensational. So yeah, listen. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me, honestly. Thank you. It's
I
been a long time coming still.
Yeah, it has been
We've been
a very
speaking
long time.
about this for a long time, so
Yeah.
I'm happy I did it.
We also have a closing tradition from our side, and it's where this guy says something to those guys. And what's that you say?
I say, until next time, take care of yourselves, spend time with your family, and we'll see you in the next video.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, guys. Peace.
Bye-bye.